I will be voting again today against the deal. As I've said on a number of occasions, if the Prime Minister were willing to put this deal to the British people and offer it to them, I would support her in doing that and in getting the necessary legislation through so it could be implemented immediately if people wanted it. But the difficulty is it's entirely different from what we were debating in the 2016 referendum. And there's a lot of evidence that over the 2.5 years plus that has passed since then, people's opinions are evolving. So to drag the country out of the EU on these terms seems to me to be a very unsatisfactory and undemocratic thing to do. And that's why I will continue to argue that the proper thing to do is to put it back to the public in a people's vote, in a second referendum. If the public want to leave on these terms, and I have to accept that these are probably the only terms available, then so be it. I will accept that without difficulty. But for us to leave on these terms, which I have to say takes us into a second-rate relationship for the future, and one which I think will do this country economic harm, I'm unwilling to do without the public confirming their view.
Can I ask you this morning, if some of your constituents would come to you and said, actually, a few years ago we voted to leave in your constituency, how do you then answer them?
I'm very mindful that many of my constituents did vote to leave, but it's perfectly clear when I look at my emails and what they say to me that the nature of what they were voting for was not crystallised. We hadn't got down to the detail. We now have a much clearer idea about what the detail is for the future. Look at what was said during the 2016 referendum. We will have no difficulty getting a deal with the EU which gives us all the advantages of membership without the drawbacks. Well, one thing I'm quite clear about is that we have not achieved that. We are going to have many drawbacks, and many of the advantages of membership are going to be lost. That's the reason why I think we should be taking this deal back to the public.